right, please.
So a woman spit on me, and it was a presidential election, and my heart broke. So I moved my fight back to inside because I had seen abortions on kitchen tables. I had seen women, and women's rights was my issue. And so for many years I kept a metal hanger on the back of my office door, and when women would come in and I would talk to them about short skirts, I said, close the door. We need to talk about self-respect. You're trying to find your value in your sexuality, and that really is. Sexuality, that's great, but you're a smart woman, you don't need to prove that. And then it was powerful, it really worked, and I said, let me show you. We don't have ERA, and most female students now they think that this law, equal pay for equal work, and it's not. And so my mother was born in 1920 when women got the right to vote, so my grandmother was property. So I'm very sensitive to those things. And so then after November, that dark day in Voldemort, then it felt like someone spit on me again. And so here I am. I served as the Association for Academic Women, the president on campus. Now we had to keep that apolitical, but that was great. Worked on empowering women on campus. So now I couldn't be political on campus, so I decided to reach out to NWL, who is based, there are a lot of, if you read about them, they're based, the theory is on the Black Panthers. There's only 2 organizations in the United States, and it's a feminist theory group. You think, and it's we want, and it's going to create a cultural shift. It's going to take a while, but we're going to make a difference. And so that's why I'm here today with NWL. I am wearing my yellow star to perhaps bring home a visceral reminder of what a Nazi does. 6 million Jews and like 2 million gypsies and other minorities. We have to put a face to that. And so when you hear Nazis are bad, I have an aunt who I saw her numbers tattooed before she died. She carried a piece of bread in her pocketbook all the time, and sometimes a piece of chocolate. That was like for a big deal. But you didn't leave food on that plate? No, it was a totally different way of life. And so and I'm as a parent, I'm as guilty as this. My son has never wanted for anything. I've brought him up in this ivory tower environment, and he doesn't really know about stuff. So when I went to D.C. to march, he actually took me around and he said, "Thank you, Mom." So he's here. I'm doing this for him also and for all younger people because they're watching us. Younger people are watching us. I'm 58, and I'll stay out here all day. If someone else says, "Hey, they're doing it," it's wrong, That's my spiel.
How long have you been involved in social justice and protests?
I came to school in 76.
What made you start getting involved? What was the first thing you protested?
Well, it was not protesting. It was for a Democratic candidate that had totally different political views than the Republican candidate. Okay, and women's rights has been my issue. When I worked on campus, though, I couldn't protest because it would have been, and that's why you can't see my face.
That makes sense. What about your dues-paying feminist head? Can you explain that?
I belong to National Women's Liberation. So I'm a dues-paying feminist. I'm not just like, I'll show up for a meeting, I'm just going to go to the marches. No, I have a vested interest in the theory, and I'm fascinated, and I'm so impressed. For every meeting that we have, there's assignments. We have readings. That's great. I'm surrounded by young women who are PhD candidates, and oh my gosh, they're so strong. And I want others to look up to them.
How does it feel to think that people are willing to identify as Nazis now?
Frightening as hell. However, they have felt that way. That's never gone away. They've just been given the go-ahead to to voice their feelings. And trust me, when I went to North Carolina and I was driving a pink Camaro with Dade plates, I made sure to be home by dark. Everybody was talking about me. So I'm not surprised. I'm very disappointed, but not surprised.
Is there anything else you'd like to add?
No, I'm glad you're doing what you're doing so that other women will know that I saw an abortion on a kitchen table. In college, when a friend needed an abortion, it was a party. We had a party, $10 to get in, and that's how we raised the money for her abortion. That's what we did. And man, we got the $350 by like midnight. And after that, it was paying for blankets and pillows and stuff for her. But I've seen horrible things, and we need to change the world.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.